We've loved dancing ever since we were together. First night that we started dating. And so when the sunrise came in, we would dance right there on the floor. It wasn't a pretty sight in some mornings, but he held me up.
We were told that, your attitude is a big piece of your healing. We feel we have a very strong bond between the two of us, and at that moment, that's all we needed. And we were gonna make the most of every day, whether tomorrow ever came or not.
We both had our careers. We both were, passionate about those careers.
We're just busy doing our thing, happily living life, raising a family.
I honestly never felt ill. Rick did find a lump, went in and had a mammogram right away. I actually found out while I was caring for people with dementia. I was in a nursing home. My doctor called and he had the biopsy results. He just said, "Suzanne, I need you to know that this is not good. You do not want to look this up." The diagnosis was a very grim prognosis because of the aggressiveness of the cancer, stage 4. We're going to put you into a protocoled treatment in order to give you whatever time we can get you. It's overwhelming. It's almost paralyzing.
Your mind races. It really does. It goes all over the map from what does this look like? How long do we have?
Rick came in and he said, "I know you're deciding and I will do whatever you want to do. I will love until the end." And so we went the next morning, went into surgery instantly, and we were in chemo in 4 days from that moment.
Well, her fear of the whole process, the changing of a woman's body, was very fearful for her in many ways. And I saw that and I heard that in her voice. And I just said, I want what's left. I will love what's left. The depth in which it's going to take you to, caring for someone, you just do it. You just dig right in. It doesn't matter what needs to be done. Get up every day, you're going to take care of this person. It's a commitment that is going to scare you, but when you're doing something for that person, it's so rewarding. I wanted to be the one doing it, not someone else.
Well, we laughed at my baldness.
We went to the salon as a family, and she shaved her head.
And they jammed music.
Everybody was proud of Mom rocking the bald. So my job was to keep the attitude up and positive and bring light on as many situations as I could, which, some days was hard. An important thing as a caregiver was having a community surrounding. I think that comes back to my circle of guy friends that were there for me every step of the way. I could be vulnerable with those guys, and that allowed me to let out all the emotions that I bottle up.
Marriage is about these times, the times that he had to do personal cares that were uncomfortable for him and uncomfortable for me, but I knew that I trusted him, and that trust and connection was what got us through.
Of course, work ended for Suzanne, and I cut my work way back, so it had a pretty big financial hit.
That's something that nobody really talks about, but as two self-employed people, we found ourselves both not working for a time. It was just very eye-opening to us all of a sudden to realize that there were people always advocating and fighting for voices to be heard, and the National Alliance for Caregiving was one of them. They are there every day making sure that our stories are being told. Life for me is not looking at the monkey on my back. They have reminded me that I still have cancer and that this is not the kind that goes away, but it's a choice every morning to say, I'm not going to allow it to take over my perspective and my life and my attitude. I'm going to just believe today. Your commitment to me made a difference. Sacrifice made a difference.
Your willingness to fight for us, for your family. You went through an awful experience, and you did it amazingly well. Made hard decisions, but you did it for the love of your family. And I certainly appreciate that.